right. No joke. I believe this might be... I'm pretty sure we're in the final episode. We already saw this. Yeah, we're, I believe, in the final episode. We're going to be fighting off the final boss. If you don't want spoilers, what are you doing here? Go back to the beginning of the playlist. You know the drill. We're pretty far along here at this point. I have no idea what to do or what I'm looking for yet. If I keep screwing up, this one will end up being the second to the last episode. I just see the statue.
That's right, and there's more where that came from.
Yeah, tell that statue. I never got that ability to use the purple stray thoughts. Maybe that's like a New Game Plus kind of a thing, is what I'm gonna guess.
Well, this is cheery.
Yeah, that's a bunch of gravestones.
My grandparents were part of the protests in Grulovia after the war. It didn't end well. Here's a scene I was hoping not to see again. You're in the way, Maligulugly. Maligulugly. Malugly. Yeah, I gotta practice that before I meet her for real.
He's 10 years old, okay? So don't judge his sense of humor too much. I'm not seeing any figments, so this doesn't even feel like a stage.
My real Grandma Morona. And my dad's father, Lazarus. Nice to see them alive, actually.
Huh. Yeah, that's their grave. I mean, we're clearly in Nana's head right now. There's a ladder over here, isn't there? No, it's just a chair. What about this door? Is this where we're going? Okay, what's up? Yeah, I came from here. Do I have to go the other way? Is that what it is? I guess so. Is this not where I came from? This is totally where I frickin' came from. Yes, and then we went here, and then we saw that thing, and then now we're going here. Hang on. Okay, I thought I'd be slick and project it onto a bigger screen, but having the two screens is just slowing down my computer. So if you remember, there's usually this thing you can torch old paintings. I totally forgot about that. I did not look that up. If you're thinking that I did.
Pay for that later.
If you're thinking that I paused it so that I could look up what to do, you'd be dead wrong. Seriously, I didn't do that. It's because of the slowdown. I don't know if you saw the lag. That's sinister.
Nona?
Yeah, I'd love to play a villain in a video game.
Hi.
The voiceover.
I'm Raz. I'm your great nephew. I mean, not that I think I'm great or anything. Just that you're my grandma's sister. And I'm here to talk you out of being evil because, you know, you're still family and all.
Family? All I see is another unruly Grulovian peasant.
Half Grulovian.
Another piece of trash I need to wash from the streets.
Okay, what are these things? I haven't fought anything like that yet. Are they going to throw a totally new enemy at me? Pyrokinesis ain't going to do much on these. They look like they're made of water. Oh, they're psychic. Psychic snakes.
Why are you hitting yourself, huh? Stop hitting yourself.
Ha! Good one, Sam.
Two of you are no more threat than one. In my time, I have vanquished entire armies.
Ding dong! Whaleogram! I'd like you to meet gentle Esmeralda.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Careful, children.
The deluge of Gulovia. There she is.
Oh, I fear a storm is coming.
Nice coat.
I am the deluge of Grolovia.
Yeah, we just read that.
No.
Let the streets be cleansed.
Yeah, I stink at water stuff, man. I need it her.
I'm not afraid of you. You're just an overgrown lust for violence and destruction. Okay, that sounded scarier than I wanted it to. But you're
Hang on. I gotta equip my side blast.
actually a normal part of any human mind.
Come on, man.
You brought this upon yourself.
I got like 3 piddly little shots in.
Feed my child.
No way, no way, no way, no way.
You shouldn't be.
Maybe I can just go faster. I'm kind of thinking this is the way to do it. Just go fast, Ricky Bobby style. Keep your distance. And keep blasting, side blasting.
Block my flow.
I don't know, lady. Have you tried eating prunes?
The problem is she's all twisted up in knots. I got something that'll help you. Unwind.
Where'd he come from?
Ooh, that looks painful.
It's okay. I have another one.
Okay, the other students just feel like extras, man. Ooh, I can use some fire on these guys at least. Ah, shizzles. Notice they're not giving me any health, hardly at all. Oh, they are, I'm just not grabbing it. Kind of important. Okay, this is good against these slime things. Aye.
Hey, over here, Swirly.
Actually, she seems like maybe she's vulnerable to the pyrokinesis too. But it's the water things that aren't.
Twisted up dish rag.
Back to your quilts, weakling.
Oh, neat.
Hey, that little old lady's inside her.
Now that you've seen that, I'm afraid I can't let you leave.
Wonder if I'll have to
Wait, what does that even
pull
mean?
her out.
It means run!
Hey, how many fingers does Rasputin have? Because they all have 5 fingers on each hand. But he's got...
Listen, you're a natural
He's
part of the
different?
fight-or-flight complex, but you're supposed to be smaller and stay down in the primitive brain until needed.
I am the deluge of Grolovia.
Oh! Don't do that. Holy... Did you see all the damage
Fighter
that
from
did?
the inside, Nona.
Oh, give me some health, man.
Go.
Ooh, can I slow her down? Hey, that works. Don't get close.
Swim.
Slowing her down helps a little bit. Pulling out all the stops here.
That little boy looks thirsty.
I got some side pops. Use them. I can't put my finger on the D-pad for some reason. I forgot where it was. I was so used to the PS4 controller. Yeah, stay away from the water,
Heard the
Pootie.
Lady Rasputin? Let's get you away from that water. Sorry, I thought you were the mole, Raz. Trents. Let me make it up to you.
Oh, now we're buddies? Come on.
Ooh, she looks steamed.
Use that. Use
There's
this pop.
mental energy.
Give me that side pop.
Thanks.
Get it!
They got the bunnies first. Is that a health? It is. Kind of seems like maybe you can get health from those tires. Is that right? Something. Yeah. Yay! I think it cost me a health to grab that one. Oh yeah, she's immune to the pyrokinesis. But the side blast still does something.
I'm losing my grip.
Whoa!
Try, man. Oh, more of the bunnies. Torch them.
Oh.
Goty! There's something I have to tell you. I killed my...
What?
Enough!
You killed your what? Goldfish?
Gisu, Norma.
No, he has 5 fingers. Okay. What a relief. I just did that
No,
Psychonauts painting.
You can hear me. This thing is not your fault.
I was kind of worried for a
Earth's
second there.
experiments opened the door and let it out at the lower brain. The Tsar and his war made it grow.
This has gone on long enough!
I'm really glad I upgraded my Psyblast. Wish I would have upgraded it more. I think there was room for one more upgrade. But it's so expensive, it's like 7 intern points.
You're going to lie!
Never underestimate the power of pirate radio.
Morris? I think he's only had
Came to me,
5
upset
seconds of
about some
screen time.
Terrible mistake she had made. So we put the word out on KLOB, and guess what?
What?
People were listening. At least one of them, and they told the others.
Thanks, Morris.
Uh-oh.
You owe me an exclusive on-air interview for this, okay?
You got it, buddy.
If you survive. Uh-oh. Is he dead? I guess it's just in her mind, so no. He just got booted out of the mind, maybe?
Marona wasn't supposed to be there. Lazarus shouldn't have brought her. He killed my sister.
No, that's not quite right.
No, that's not quite right.
Woody, listen.
I killed my sister.
I might not be your real grandmother.
I killed my sister.
But you're still my family.
What's so bad? Eh? I kill lots of people.
Oh, she's a bad guy. She don't even care.
The only thing I can offer now is everything I've got.
A high five. It's a power high five. Oh yeah, Kaiju Raz.
Room for one more!
Oh, I wish I had made you bigger. It's okay, Nona. Look behind her.
Ah, my
Wally dug his little hole after all.
Yep, and we're gonna fill it.
Kick her into the pit, goty.
Oh, a huge punch. Pyro breath. Pyro breath does nothing. Triple combo. Pyro breath is pointless.
Noodle at the back.
Just do the combos.
Me, just looking at you.
Just mash that X button. Mash it. Boosh. A little anticlimactic. They could have done better with the kaiju fight. Not quite like the Metal Gear Solid 4 punch fest at the very end. No, wait, that was epic.
Nona!
No, not Nona, no. She's so old.
You can't get rid of me! I'm a part of her!
Big deal. Everybody's got something like you. We just know how to keep it where it belongs.
How? Scissors. Is that the end? Finish what was started. Dissolved the deluge of Grilovia. Am I back in reality?
Nona!
Her eyes are open. You're standing in the water. Oh. Say what?
Raz!
Does that mean the water's on your side now?
Do you have a funnel?
Oh, she found her dad's brain. That's what that was. Cool, okay. Final cutscene?
That's it? Caligula gets to live out in Green Needle Gulch with Ford as if she didn't just try to kill people?
It's not her, man.
Hey, it was different when I did it. There was a monster. And then... and now... I think she deserves a second chance.
And I think I deserve a vacation. My brain's been through a lot.
Oh, no you don't. I've kept this place afloat during your little nap, and now I'm taking 2 of the 17 weeks of vacation I've saved up to lie in a beach where none of you can find me.
That sounds nice.
Right after we take care of some important Psychonauts business. Well, are you coming or not?
Now that's leadership.
Despite my best efforts, you interns have seen some really inappropriate things. But I think you've also learned a truth that every Psychonaut should know. That there are flaws in our most venerated institutions, in our heroes, and in ourselves. We all make mistakes, and we all need help sometimes. But we all deserve a second chance. You've seen us at our worst.
Some people don't.
We've seen you at your best. And I'm proud to say, you have all graduated from the intern program.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about!
You are all now officially Junior Agents of the Psychonauts.
Junior?
I'll take it.
It's a start. New badge? Bam, bam, bam. There you go, bam, there's Psychonauts 2. That is... Oh, this is that song that Queepy was listening to. Double Fine Productions. Right, let me turn down the volume a little bit. Written by Tim Schaefer. He did write it. I wonder. Like, did he actually write the whole thing? Concept artist Peter Chan. I think that's the guy who did a lot of the character stuff. I could be wrong though. Pretty small. Oh, here we go. Character designer. It was Scott Campbell, right? I should have known that by now. Really small team though, still. But that's probably why it took 9 years. So, final thoughts. You know, great art style, good platforming. Sometimes a little difficult to gauge the distances. Overall, only ran into like one major glitch. It didn't overstay its welcome. I appreciate that the game is really just like, well, I've got, what, 18 episodes out of it, 18 hours out of it, but probably really only a 14, 15 hour game if you went straight from A to B. There are some things to go back and get. I just don't know that I personally need to. I'm not really like 100% completionist. Doesn't quite make my Game of the Year rating, but it's still like, it was a lot of fun. One of the things that I really like about it is the stylization and everything. Like I said, it feels like an old LucasArts game. It feels like an old 90s style platformer like Banjo-Kazooie or something. It's got those vibes, you know. The sense of humor, pretty much on point. Like if you read my books, if you read Twilight Monk, like it's a similar sense of humor. It's like kind of goofy and childish at times, but like it still has some deeper meanings behind some things, and it plays around with like a lot of psychology. So in that way, totally in alignment with that. I love that aspect. There's a few things with game design that I found where it's like, if you teach me I can do this one thing, but I can't do it the same thing to the same object somewhere else, then that's a little confusing. You know, I couldn't figure out like, oh, when the door fell over, or you walk up to that door and then it turns into a raft. Like I didn't really piece that together or understand how that worked. Their team size is probably like the perfect game development team size, by the way. Looks like probably about 40 or 50 people. You get much bigger than that, and it gets hard to like leave your imprint on the game, you know, to like have a sense that what you made really mattered. You know, like sometimes when teams get way bigger. To give you an idea, Diablo 3 was about, at the biggest, about 80 people or 90 people. But through most of development, it was only about 50 people, 40 to 50 people. And that was enough that I could know, 90% of the team, but it started to get to be too big, know some people. But anyway, this isn't about that. Specifically, though, I do think that the artists had a lot of fun with things, and I totally get like why some people would just be way into developing assets for this. It would be so much fun. I love the world. I love the creativity and all the minds that you get to go into. I do have to wonder if there is, like, are there hidden minds? Are there hidden worlds that I didn't get to see? Like I would want to know about that kind of stuff. I was a little surprised that Jack Black was just such a small part. Nona was just an awesome designer. It's funny because I pointed her out, and then later she becomes a main character. I had no idea. Very unexpected that it was actually Truman was the mole. And that it underneath and behind it all, that Nick the mailman was going to be such an important character. That was really good surprises in terms of story, and it was a good story. It was really unlike much of anything else. Oh, 2-Player Productions. Did they do a documentary for this? I'll have to look it up and see. Let me know in the comments if they did a documentary. I want to definitely check it out. Richard Horvitz played Rasputin Aquato. Why did Queepy get like the highest ranking? Yeah, Brain in a Jar by Jack Black. Such a small role. Yeah, Snake Cop, Steve Bloom, I told you. That was Spike Spiegel's voice from Cowboy Bebop. The animated show, not the live action thing. Maybe the team is a little bigger than I thought. The voice actors, though, they're not really involved for much more than like a few days, depending on the size of your role. If you're a voice actor for a main character, you're probably coming in for like a month for a game this size, probably. And then like maybe 6 months later for pickups, or a year later if they're like, yeah, we got a couple of lines changed or something like that. But for most of these voice actors, it was probably just less than a week of voice acting time. The art style, choosing the Unreal Engine, I think a really good choice. And I have to wonder if that sped up game development for them, or because they were doing such stylized stuff with it. I mean, you just never see games with the kind of stylization and a lot of those shaders, which give you that effect, the cell shaded effect. Those are custom shaders. I've never seen those on any other game in Unreal Engine. And normally you wouldn't do a stylized game with Unreal Engine. I have to wonder why they chose that over Unity, because Unity handles stylized shaders much better. It's the post-processing. I didn't know Elijah Wood was in this. He played Nick? Oh, I had no idea. Anyway, I'd love to dig into the concept art for it. It'd be cool to maybe do like a reaction to the concept art. But I will say this, if you're a concept artist and you do this kind of art style, your chances of work, it's nothing like anything Blizzard would do or Riot would do. So like, if you do that kind of art style, you are absolutely aiming for indie studios. It's a damn anomaly that a game with this kind of a style would have the kind of budget that it has, and it's really only because of the strength of the Double Fine team and their history of quality in their productions. And in fact, when I did a little bit of research on this, the first Psychonauts game lost a ton of money. And a lot of people would say, oh, that's because of the way it was handled by the publisher. But once it was purchased back by Double Fine, and then Double Fine re-released it with the help of Microsoft, I believe, then it became profitable. But it was only because of their marketing. It was because of the general perception. And then, of course, they did their Kickstarter, which brought them a ton of attention. Their first Kickstarter, it really only raised a few $1 million, which is not a lot for game development. If you think that you can make an indie game for $3 million, if they tried to do something like this for $3 million, you'd get one stage and one boss fight. For example, and I told you earlier in the game, there was a point at which the game had no boss fights, because they just didn't have the budget for it. Things like that end up getting cut because a boss can end up being just as much work as an entire stage, especially when you've got, like, this is another thing I really liked about this game, very little repetition. And towards the end, they really found a way to make you use the same abilities in multiple different ways. So that was really impressive to me, and never a dull moment. I think they get that the modern generation of gamer needs things to change up all the time. Too much redundancy, even if it's the same kind of wall jumping thing in another similar environment, and people go, oh, this is boring, I'm out. Especially when you've got so many other new exciting games coming out constantly. So I think they did a really great job with keeping a lot of variety. And in fact, I'm going to probably replay this video, the whole playthrough, for myself while I'm drawing, because there's so much inspiring character designs and shapes and colors going on. It's so unique and interesting and fresh. And I think that gives this game such an incredibly unique identity. I feel like a sommelier right now, by the way. Like, it has notes of the palettes of, I don't know, it's just, the detail that they put into such a stylized game is absolutely fantastic. Is it replayable? For me, I'd say no. I got so many other games I want to play right now. I'm not going to jump right back into it, but I'll tell you what, maybe if they do a third one, which I do think they should, especially considering they built all the groundwork for it. Fig, that was the crowdfunding thing that I backed it on originally. But, I didn't know they worked with Starbreeze. Anyway, maybe that has something to do with Fig. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely, if they make a third one, I'll go back and replay this one, or maybe, I don't know, now that I've got my playthrough, I might just rewatch myself playing it. I would love to go back and play the first one. They are talking about possibly upgrading the graphics for the first Psychonauts, and maybe that would be a good thing for them to do as a developer, is to rebuild the first one to kind of modernize it. Although I kind of like that old retro art style. Me personally, I've been playing a lot of PS2 games, so for me, you know, absolutely like playing just the original. You know, doesn't need an update. It doesn't need a fresh coat of paint. It's beautiful as it is. I kind of just hope they move all their energy towards doing a third one. Keep the series going. I mean, it is a exceptional game. I don't know that it's not going to win any Game of the Year awards, maybe by a few people, a few small news sources and maybe YouTubers and such, but unfortunately it's just like so unique and different. It does go up there as one of the best games I've played in a while though, and but I've mostly been playing like photorealistic survival kind of games. So anyway, so that's my 2 cents on it. That's, you know, most of my thoughts on it. It was really a very fun experience playing the game. I love the tone, love the colors, love the, it just makes me want to paint. In fact, I'm going to go and do that. Thank you everyone for sticking with me all the way through the entire playthrough. Please do in the comments, let me know what games you'd like to see me play through. Right now I'm thinking I got to get to Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been putting that off a little bit. But it's not confirmed yet, so it will happen. I gotta keep dangling that carrot, you know. I know you want to hear me sing the Snake Eater theme song, but no promises. All right, dudes, that's it for me on this one. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video series. All right, ciao.